Hello everyone, this is Jennifoo, and today I want to show you guys how I made those statement earrings that y'all saw that will be at the beginning of this video. Statement earrings are great because they add some personality to your outfit while making it easier to dress up in the morning, because then you don't have to go too extravagant on your clothing itself, but the statement earrings sort of add that extra oomph to your outfit. I guess what I was trying to say is that you can keep your outfit simple and then just throw on a pair of statement earrings to change your entire look, as you can see here. Let's get started on some DIY statement earrings. So feel free to grab a snack, grab a drink, grab your coffee, and let's get started. It's important to line your area with parchment paper so that the clay doesn't stick to your table, causing your piece of work to get ruined. Here's my aesthetic setup. Very, very beautifully done. The first DIY statement earring we're going to do are these graphite earrings with gold brushstrokes, and I think they're a great earring to start off with because the brushstrokes can be personalized based on how thick you want the brushstrokes to be, how gestural you want the strokes to go, and not everybody is going to have the same looking type of earring, which I think is really cool. You may hear some cats screaming outside. Just so you know, I have my window open for fresh air. So I just finished kneading my clay, and I'm just gonna set it down on the table, and I'm gonna take a pair of popsicle sticks, and I glued one piece of cardstock in the back, and this is going to help me get the consistent amount of thickness throughout the clay when I roll it. Why, hello there. I'm ready to be turned into an earring. Just gonna squish the clay, get my acrylic roller, and just roll it like this. Next, you want to take your clay and just back up your table with some protection, depending on how much you care about your table. Obviously, I don't care about my table that much, so I'm just using 3 layers of parchment paper to protect my table. And also cut out shapes onto cardboard for the shape of the earring that you want it to be, and I can put a link in the description if you guys want to download a template of these cutouts that I custom made. So I'm just using the back of my X-Acto knife and just going by the curve of the cutout. Here are my finished shapes. I'm just gonna set this off to the side and just do some quick touch-ups so that I don't have to sand it as much. Just smoothing the edges a bit. I also like to run around the edges like this, and it just really helps make it look a lot more neater. And if you notice closely, these 2 shapes are reverse shapes of each other. That's because I have a round face, and it's to avoid having the shapes kind of bump against my cheeks. Before I set this off to the side for baking, I am going to poke some holes into the clay. And because I don't have a clay cutter, which is ideal because it actually pokes out the material of the clay without pushing it, I'm using the only tool I have right now, which is called an owl. And I just poke the front, and I flip it over, and I just see where that hole is, and I poke another hole. Not another hole, but I enlarge the hole that's at the back, and just twist the owl. I set the graphite earrings to the side. so that we can bake everything all at once. And the next thing we're gonna make are these really cool flower earrings. So I've mixed Acrylic and white and gold and sunshine for the petals. I roll a little ball and then I flatten it, and then I continuously flatten it and kind of create this petal shape as I'm flattening it. I kind of do some of the groundwork already. And then once it's at the thickness I want it to be, I start pulling the ends. Like with my thumb, I kind of like cause the clay to stretch a bit so that it will taper towards the end. And then at the body, I tug it to make it a little bit fatter, like how a petal should be. And then at the very end of the petal, I just pinch at the end, so that will taper off the ending of a petal to make it look a little bit more natural. After that, I pinch the end right here that attaches to the bud, I guess, that would attach to the bud. And then I kind of make it bulge a bit here. And then at the very end, I just like to push it up a little bit. Just add some character to the petal. And there you have your petal. I'm just gonna make another one and then poke a hole through them and set them off to the side. Next, we're gonna make these earrings. And for the clay, I have my custom mixed sunshine and gold clay, as well as gold. All right, this scene should look familiar. I'm gonna flatten each of the clays. And there you should have evenly flat clay. Yeah, I'm just gonna run this along just one more time, but very lightly, just to make sure there's no weird bumps or anything. I just take a toothpaste cap to cut out a hole. And there you go. The cool thing is that the clay is actually stuck to the parchment paper, so it's not gonna get caught up in the cap. There we go. And then I'm also using, I think this was a cap from like eyeglasses cleaner or hairspray or something like that. Now I'm finally gonna take it off the parchment paper. This knife just came with my clay kit, so that's what I'm using. And just mark onto your clay the center of the earring. It's important to use something that won't pinch the clay so that it's easier to connect them together later. The next step is to merge two clay pieces together. You can use liquid polymer clay to put it in between, but I've done it like this multiple times and this has worked for me. Just gently pushing it together, making sure not to distort the shape. Move it to the back and just kind of do this little motion here, which helps it merge together. And a little bit of smoothing to the side. The key is to cut clean, straight lines and to just cut evenly. And then here I'm just pressing down slightly so that it will merge to the other clay. Next, just poke some holes and set it off to the side. Next, we're gonna do these red and white statement earrings. And I'm gonna take a little break from talking, but I hope you guys relax and enjoy the music. guys are watching this, that means you guys made your way to the end of this video, and y'all get a bonus appearance. You get to see my plant. I'm just kidding, you get to see me again, and I get to talk to you guys again, which is super cool because you guys have been watching my hands move around a lot, and yeah, so it's just good to also see that I am also an actual person. And if you guys are curious about how I made that box, I will put a video over here, and I think it'll be a very short video. It was like super easy to make, and I also like made a video of me pairing different outfits with those earrings, so if you're interested in that, it's gonna go over here. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It'll really help me out a lot, and it's just like really encouraging to know that there's actually people out there that are watching and interacting with my videos. Hope you guys stay inspired, and I'll see you guys next time.